Okay, thank you for everybody joining today. This is Staria's webinar called Automate Accounts Payable Process in NetSuite. The clock has come to 9 a.m. Central European time, so we will begin this webinar. We have reserved 30 minutes today for this webinar, and we will keep this in 30 minutes. Let's move forward. So, nice to have you everybody on board today. My name is Timo Kuokkanen. I will be your host for today. I work in Staria with our NetSuite suite apps. The agenda for today will be the following. We will have firstly a quick intro to Staria's suite apps. So we will start with that one. Then we will walk you through Staria's AP automation solution, starting with receiving and creating of invoices, posting invoices, approving invoices, and then final step, securely paying of invoices. So we will walk you through the whole overall process of Staria's AP automation solution. Additionally, in the end, we will have a short demo of Flow APs or our AP automation solution inside of NetSuite. So we will give you a short look and feel of the system inside of NetSuite. But let's move forward with a quick intro. So what Staria's suite apps and complementary solutions are all about. So basically, Staria has been focusing and developing solutions for customers to maximize the use of NetSuite for already 10 years. And Staria has basically published Staria's suite apps for NetSuite, and the suite apps that we have published are Staria Flow, our AP automation solution for NetSuite. Flow's main solution inside of Staria Flow concept is Flow AP, and the Flow AP will be the solution that we will be showing today. It was formerly known as Inflow, so don't be worried if you are familiar with Inflow. So that was the former name of our solution. We have additionally published 10 localizations to maximize the use of NetSuite in these countries. We additionally offer complementary solutions for our customers. For example, we have published Naviloc, which is our Staria BI planning solution. So it's a flexible BI and reporting and planning tool that we offer for our customers. And additionally, we have these complementary best-of-breed solutions that we offer for our customers, for example, for bank reconciliation, expense management, and payments. And let's move forward and focus on the Staria Flow solution. So in September this year, Staria launched Staria Flow solution. Like I mentioned already, we have a long history of developing solutions for AP automation, and the Flow is basically our latest version of the solution for AP automation. The idea with Flow is that we can offer a really end-to-end solution for NetSuite customers, creating this seamless flow starting from capture, going through posting to the approvals, and finally to the payments. And this is basically a modular solution, and we will in this presentation walk you through all these basic modules that we offer for our customers. So we will start with capture, walk that one through, then we will move to posting, walk that one through, go to the approvals, and finally we will explain a little bit about the payment side. And when it comes to the demo, we will basically walk you through the approvals part. So our Staria Flow AP solution will be shown also from the user interface side. But let's move forward in the presentation. So what Staria solution is all about. So we have these 4 modules. The capture, which we will walk you through a little bit more detailed level in the following slide, is our multi-channel vendor bill solution, that vendor bill receiving solution that we offer. So basically the vendor bills are being automatically created using either OCR or e-invoices. Additionally, we have Posting AI, which is basically an automated AI-driven pre-posting solution that we offer to the customers. Then we have our Flow AP approvals, so simple and traceable approvals via Flow AP portal or emails. And then as a final one, we have our payment solution. So you can create secure payment files directly from NetSuite and send those to the bank. And moving forward in this presentation, so vendor bill creation. So this is basically the first step in the process of AP automation. And the idea with our Staria capture solution is that no manual creation or duplicate data entries from vendor bills should be happening. So we basically are using OCR technology to scan, upload, and automatically create a new transaction to NetSuite. This is basically a service that we offer for our customers, and we basically use this enhanced OCR technology that is increasingly enhanced with AI development to improve the quality of data capture and system learning. But additionally, we actually use this two-stage vendor bill validation process. What that means is that we will use a team of experts to do manual validations of incoming vendor bills to ensure that the high data quality is achieved. So this is basically a service that we offer for our customers to make sure that the PDF vendor bills that are received, for example, through emails or even the paper vendor bills are then captured in a good manner to make sure that high data quality capture is being made sure. Additionally, what I usually tell to customers that e-invoicing technology is also something that we highly recommend for many of our customers. E-invoicing, of course, removes the need for OCR. So this is not something where you anymore need the OCR, because this is basically a framework-driven system-to-system communication, ensuring complete security and efficiency. And there is actually a really interesting development happening in the European level regarding e-invoicing, and that will be something that most of our customers will encounter in the near future, if not already have encountered before. But that basically was the first step in the process that we offer for as a part of the flow solution. Second one, what we offer for our customers is our vendor bill posting. So we have a posting AI, which basically means that vendor bills are automatically pre-posted to correct classification based on defined and learned criteria. So for example, for customers, we can do pre-postings such as GL codes, departments, class, locations, or other custom segments. And these can be basically pre-populated based on supplier and line level details. And this is an AI, so it will be all the time doing continual improvements in accuracy. So it will be all the time trying to improve its accuracy based on the handled vendor bills that have been went through the system. So all the time it will be trying to do a really excellent job in doing pre-posting, and also giving a full visibility to customers that what was the level of knowledge that it was able to provide for customers. So it's actually giving also a number of confidentiality to make sure that the customers can see can this be trusted. And after vendor bill posting, we basically, of course, need to still do vendor bill approvals. So for the vendor bill approvals, we basically offer different capabilities to creating automation, and additionally providing an interface for simple approvals. So at the same time, we see that many of our customers using NetSuite really require basically a simple interface for accessing, viewing, and approving transactions, and that's fully supported, and that is also something that we will show today through a demo. But additionally, we are able to create these automation rules, so making sure that, for example, those vendor bills that are based on purchase orders, we can achieve a three-way matching and automatically basically approve incoming vendor bills based on those purchase orders already done in the system. And the idea with the vendor bill approval process is that this is of course based on customers' requirements. So different customers might different needs, and we can really support really also complex use cases based on your requirements. So this is something that can be further discussed. And the final step in the process after capture, posting, and approvals, and when actually the approval process has been already finalized, is the payment process. So as a final step, when you need to take that payment data from NetSuite environment to bank or several banks, Staria offers a secure payment solution to make sure that accurate payments, correct dates, and secure uploads can be achieved with minimal manual interactions. So basically, we offer this seamless upload of payment files to banks via secure connections to make sure that there's no opportunity for external manipulation or other risks, and you will basically see a full audit trail what is happening. So no late or incorrect payments for suppliers, which will of course improve relationships with your suppliers. And that was the final step on our process. And what are basically then the benefits of Flow? Well, benefits of the Flow are the following. So we can offer efficiency. Of course, we try to maximize the use of NetSuite for our customers, and at the same time to make sure that the increased speed of processing is then achieved. Additionally, we want to make sure that the employee time can be used to better actions. So we will really want to drive the efficiency forward. We want to make sure that accuracy is correct, so all the critical vendor information is correct, and we want to remove the risk of payment errors. Then we will achieve security, so less touch points and manual entries, and reduce chances of errors or fraud. And then the final thing for the cash part, we basically can achieve correct payments at the right time, quicker visibility of cash due out. And with the Flow, we basically have things that we want to achieve for our customers. We have the slogan that this is everything that you can expect or you need and even more. So we do OCR scanning and e-invoicing. We have three-way matching. So three-way matching together with our AI development can really create these automation possibilities. All the documents will be inside of NetSuite. You will have an approval portal and you will have seamless payments. So everything is achieved in one solution. Okay, that was a really short and fast recap of Staria's capabilities when it comes to the solution. And as a next step, we will actually jump to have a really short demo of Flow AP. So I will walk you through the solution inside of NetSuite, and for that reason, I will be actually stop sharing this presentation for a while and switch to my browser so we can jump to a NetSuite environment. Okay, now you should be able to see my screen. So basically, I have logged on to Staria's demo environment of Oracle NetSuite. And in this demo environment, I will be basically working as an administrator. So I will be having all the capabilities of doing different kind of things. But in this demo and for the demo purposes, I will be mainly focusing on simple things. So I will be not going through all of the, let's say, settings that can be set up on the system. So we will walk you through on the basics. When you basically enter to the solution as an administrator, of course, we can have different KPIs. We can have different dashboards on the first page. So this is of course something that customers can do and manage on themselves. since I basically usually work only with our Flow AP solution, so I usually have these different reminders, for example, how many vendor bills there are in approval workflows. I have different shortcuts, and then, for example, I have this Flow AP document, so I am actually seeing all the data that is coming from, for example, e-invoicing operator, or from our scanning service. So I have all the visibility on what's happening inside of our processes. And usually we actually divide the use of the system for main users and end users. For main users, the main users can use the native view inside of NetSuite, and I will be actually showing that one. But at the same time, I want to highlight that when we are talking about Flow AP, how does that actually can be seen for the customers. We actually are adding these new features for the solution, and we will be actually in this demo also going through Flow AP and explaining those things that are happening here, mainly focusing on the Approve AP transaction side. But there are also, for example, approval history, so you can see your approved vendor bills and can see the history, what you have done when it comes to your personal work view. You can also, for example, update your holiday schedules. So if you're going away and you want to update that you're away and somebody needs to approve your vendor bills, you can, for example, update them here. But when it comes to the Flow AP, we have all the Flow AP basically consists also these general setups, subsidiary setups, templates, matrices, for example. And these are the places when we are doing implementations for our customers that we use the majority of time to just make sure that for different subsidiaries there might be different requirements. So we set up on those rules to make sure that the solution is working based on your personal requirements. And in this general setups, subsidiary setups, and for example, approval matrix, we can set, for example, multi-level approval hierarchies and those kind of things. So we can set up different kind of configurations based on your personal requirements. But we will come to the Flow portal and Approve AP transactions in a while. We will start firstly from the native view, and we will walk you through some basic features from the native view of NetSuite. I have actually already opened this shortcut, so vendor bills pending approval. I actually opened it already as a new tab here. And as a new tab, you actually, when you enter that one, you can actually see the filters, and you can of course filter data based on your requirements. So if there are, for example, approval statuses and you want to change statuses, so you're looking for rejected vendor bills, for example, you can change those statuses and do other filters based on your requirements. We actually have, and we will be using one particular invoice in vendor bill in this demo, which is actually here. We can see it. It's a quite convenient example because it's on my personal work queue. So I will be actually using that one, and I have actually already opened that one already here as a new tab. So we can jump to that one directly, but I will be using this one because it's also on my work queue. And when we access that particular vendor bill, we are actually accessing native view. But like I mentioned already, since we are doing an implementation for our customers, we are trying to actually bring new features to the system. And all these, for example, STA fields that we are seeing here are Staria-based fields that we are adding to the system. And for example, in this use case, like I mentioned already, I was showing a vendor bill that was in my personal work queue, so that's actually on loose and my work use, and I will be using that moving forward further. In this use case also, this is quite convenient one. There seems to be some kind of a mismatch. So for example, existing vendor bank details do not seem to match of those of incoming file. So the file that came in, so the vendor bill that came in seems to have different vendor bank details that we have in our system. So the solution is giving this warning. If we want to see the document, so we can of course always open it as a download. So so we always also see the picture of the vendor bill. So if we want to see that, that can be of course achieved. We can use it two different methods. So we have either we can download it and open it from the download, or we can show the document here, and we can actually show it here. We can reset this and drag it to a suitable location, so that can be achieved here, and hide it if we need to. But we will always are able to see the vendor bill image also. Additionally, if there are e-invoices coming in, and of course, if you are familiar with e-invoices, those in the first place are not something that in the first place are visualized, because they are basically an XML data going between interoperability partners. But when those e-invoices arrive to Flow AP, we will be actually also visualizing those, so you will be having a visualization of the e-invoices also. If we move forward here in this particular example, we actually see different classifications. So for example, if we see this is a demo environment, we have the demo transaction types, and then as a final step, we see how this particular vendor bill has been in this use case, how the posting has been done. I will not be doing any posting changes in this native view, but I will come back to those in a while when we move forward to the Flow AP portal. But that was a really short recap of the basic things that you can see on the system. And if we actually move forward to the Flow AP and to the Flow AP's portal and approve AP transaction side, I have actually already opened it. For the end user, so depends on the use cases. So some main users also use the Flow portal, so it completely depends on your use cases. But all the end users usually also use the approve AP transaction side, and I have actually already opened it. Usually, when I'm using administrator view, I of course see quite a lot of things. There's configuration, those kind of things. If you would be accessing the system only as an end user, you would be only actually seeing one tab that would be Flow AP tab, and inside of that Flow AP tab, you would be only accessing basically these couple of features. So you would be only seeing the approve AP transactions, approve purchase orders if that's something that needs to be checked, also approval history preferences, and update your holiday schedule. So those would be the only things that you would be seeing as an end user. But I actually already opened up the AP transactions pending approval site. So this is actually the place where end users are then coming. And in this one, you actually can filter the results. So if there are, for example, you are working as an approver for multiple companies or multiple subsidiaries, you can filter the data. If you are, for example, trying to find a vendor bill based on due dates or receive dates, on those kind of things, you can access those, so you can filter data. And you can, of course, if you have a long list of vendor bills, you can do mass actions. So you of course can select all the vendor bills you have and just approve them, and those will be then moved forward in your personal process. But since that is not usually what is wanted for business or casual users, they usually want to actually make sure that those individuals actually also view and maybe even edit these transactions. I have actually opened this already up here. So this is actually the end user view, since I was actually already mentioning that I'm still working as an administrator, so I have all the bells and whistles here up here. But if I would be using as an end user, I would be only seeing one tab here, and that would be Flow AP. And from Flow AP, I would be basically landing to the AP transaction side, and from there I can move forward to my personal work here. And here we actually can see a bit simplified user interface for business users, because business users usually do not need all the additional information that the native view actually consists of. So we actually have only this primary information. We can immediately see the picture of the vendor bill in place. We can see features here. So if, for example, I want to do sort of editing and send this to somebody, I can edit this, and then I can see also the expenses. So I can do posting changes if needed. So that's something that can be done here additionally. And if we shortly do a short example, I can either approve this. If I know what this is all about, I can just approve it. But let's do a really short editing here. So for example, if we start editing this particular example, we can, for example, add here an additional approval, and then we, for example, if we do changes here, for example, we change this to number, and we change department to, for example, to sales here. So we can do changes here and send this vendor bill forward when we are okay with these changes. And then of course this would be moving forward to your next person in queue. So there of course might be, based on your use cases, there might be this multi-level approval hierarchies, and so this would be then most likely going to a second approval, and then as a final step coming back to the for example to the finance team, which is usually the final step for the vendor bill processes. Since I have not done anything so interesting here, I actually will do just cancel these changes. So I will not be changing anything here. And when it comes, like I mentioned already, when it comes to the end users, usually the things that they work with are to approve AP transactions and update holiday schedules. So in this use case, if I would pay, then have approved, for example, this particular transaction, then it would be moved forward, and I would be seeing just a blank page here. So then I wouldn't have any pending transactions anymore. And based on customers' requirements, we usually discuss when we do implementation project how these approval workflows are then done based on your requirements. So this is something that we will always start the project with. But that was actually a really fast recap of the basic features when it comes to the Flow AP. So this was just a really short recapping of Flow AP portal, native view, and some of the key features that the solution consists of. And if you have wishes for more in-depth demos, we are more than happy to have those. But at this point, I think we can stop sharing and actually come back to the webinar. So PowerPoint presentation that we were showing previously, and I know that for a fact that we actually received already a couple of questions. So there was actually already a question asking about that how does the posting AI work? Can the posting AI be added as a later on? And that is correct actually. So this is a modular design. So we want to create really this enterprise level solution for our customers. But we can add also, for example, payment solution or the posting AI as an additional solution going further. So that is actually something that can be achieved quite easily. Additional questions there seems to be that, for example, that how the e-invoicing world is developing. I actually already mentioned that there are actually development happening when it comes to the e-invoicing world. So in the Nordic countries, for example, many of our customers are quite familiar that there has been actually the different formats in different countries. For example, in Sweden, there has been their own format called Faktura. In Finland, we have two actually our own internal formats. But when it comes to the e-invoicing world, there is actually this cross-border format called Peppol that is driving the development heavily forward in the already currently and in the upcoming years. So that is something that we actually fully support, and that is something that we are more than happy to discuss, because that actually can create some advantages when it comes to the capture part of the process. But I think those were the most acute questions that we had on our line for today. So thank you everybody for joining today. This has been a really strict 30-minute webinar, so we just wanted to have you a really quick overall look on the system itself and some key aspects on the system. So thank you for joining today, and if you have additional questions coming onto your mind afterwards, you can always come back to us, and we are more than happy to have more in-depth demos afterwards. Thank you for joining.